Welcome inside Astound Broadband Stadium for tonight's NPSL contest between West Texas FC and the Fort Worth Vaqueros. Good evening, everyone. Brandon Luisi with Film Hunter Media, bringing you inside the broadcast booth this evening. Last game for West Texas FC started 3 hours late at 10:30 this past Saturday, as West Texas FC exploded for 6 goals to defeat the Denton Diablos. Final score is 6-3. Two West Texas FC players getting a 2-goal game in that contest, Antoine Marquez and Luke McCormick. For the Fort Worth Vaqueros, their last game this past Saturday, a 2-1 defeat on the road to CF10 Houston. That was a 7th and 8th place matchup in the NPSL Lone Star Conference, as this will be the final game of the season for the Fort Worth Vaqueros. West Texas FC still have one more game after this evening. And while we have a second, we're going to take a look at the starting 11 for both teams, beginning with the Fort Worth Vaqueros. And an interesting tidbit this evening that we found out prior to the game: the Fort Worth Vaqueros are only dressing 11 people. So the starting 11 will have no choice but to play all 90 minutes. Again, hoping there's no injuries here this evening. Obviously the conditions here are hot this evening. It's reading 100 degrees right now, as 101 actually on our thermometer here in our little weather bug graphic. But nonetheless, starting 11 for Fort Worth Vaqueros: Jordan Ott getting the start, 6'5", Fort Worth, Texas, 0-1-3 on the season. Hails from Fort Worth, as we mentioned. SUNY Cortland, NCAA D3. David Surer getting the nod for the Vaqueros. Landon Wisnant, Oliver Hemlin, Michael Grimm, Dylan Cabrera, Avery Estelle, Tyler Little, Jamie Orson, Joseph Abraham, and Jorge Romero. And it might take a minute for me to get used to the numbers, as only 2 of the numbers, well, actually 3 out of the 11 numbers were accurate for tonight's contest. Had a couple of jersey changes for Fort Worth, so it might take a couple seconds for me to see who's on the pitch and get it on my little spotter board. For West Texas FC, a little bit of a different starting lineup. Alex Aitken getting the nod in between the pipes today, 1-2-1 on the season, or 1-1-2, excuse me. The only win of the season for Alex coming against this Fort Worth squad. And on defense, we have Nick Kanina, Freddie Clausen, and Jasper Vandermolen, along with George Windsor. Nick Kanina getting his first start in a West Texas FC uniform. To round out the starting 11, Casey Parrish, Ethan Stevenson, Ryan Nadeau, Antoine Marquez, Luke McCormick, and Olivier Correa. The reserves today for West Texas FC: goalkeeper Christian Sekanina, Kareem Williams, Shuntaro Endo, Jake McConnery, Liam Core, Alan Martinez, and making a roster appearance for the first time this season, Zachariah Leyva, the Midland, Texas native from Midland High School. We're going to take a look now at the standings for the conference here, and we can get into scenarios, and we will get into scenarios in a minute. We'll go according to the website, and then according to our graphic, kind of explain the discrepancies and whatnot. According to the NPSL website, which bases it on points average per game, FC Brownsville in first place with 17 points, then West Texas FC with 16. In second, Laredo Heat in third with 16. The Denton Diablos in fourth with 17 points. They've played 9 games. Their final game will be today, so that means their points average is a little bit lower, which is why the NPSL website ranks them in fourth rather than tied for first. The Lubbock Matadors in fifth place with 13. CF10 Houston 8 points in sixth. Austin United FC in seventh place with 7 points, and the Fort Worth Vaqueros 0-2-7 with 2 points. And obviously, you'll see on our score graphic, it's based on points rather than points average. Scenario tonight for West Texas FC If they are victorious tonight and the Lubbock Matadors either draw or lose to the Denton Diablos, then West Texas FC will book their spot into the playoffs, along with some other teams depending on results. There are multiple scenarios as well for West Texas FC to gain the #1 seed in the playoffs as well, but that won't be determined till after Saturday's game. For the Fort Worth Vaqueros, obviously not the season they want to have. No wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses. But nonetheless, I mean, it's not like the style of play or the level of play is not good. Every team in this Lone Star Conference is a quality team and has a chance to get 3 points every night. And Fort Worth looking to get on the win tally here this evening in their final game. Obviously going to be a little difficult, only dressing 11 players. And, you know, with the heat conditions and not having any subs, it will prove to be a little bit difficult, especially since they last played on Saturday, Nonetheless, we are going to turn it aside here momentarily to our public address system for the playing of the national anthem and the announcement of the starters. We'll be back in about 3 to 4 minutes for opening kickoff. Once again, you're listening to West Texas FC against the Fort Worth Vaqueros, courtesy of Film Hunter Media.
West Texas FC fans, please welcome head coach David Wormiston, assistant Scotty Bird, and the West Texas FC reserves as they make their way onto the pitch and to the bench area. We're getting close. West Texas FC fans, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the introduction of the starting 11. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Angela Thompson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed in the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies, o'er the ramparts we bore, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets raging, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job,
And
Angela.
stadium here for NPSL action this
Here are the
evening.
forward Vaqueros
And
starting
again,
11.
we're going to get the starting 11 here
Number 2, David Sherr.
as we are having a couple of audio difficulties. We'll get to those in just 1 second.
Avery Estep. Number 8, Michael Gray. Number 10, Dylan Cabrera. Number 11, Jorge Romero. Number 15, Landon Wisner. Number 17, Tyler Little.
All right. Seems we figured those out. There we go. And again, Fort Worth trying to get in the win column here this evening for the first time this season. Their final game, as they do have 2 points on the season. Unfortunately, nothing they can do in the standings to jump above anyone, as Austin is the next team to catch, and they're at 7 points, and the most Fort Worth can have is 5 with a victory here this evening. And if you're just joining us, Fort Worth only bringing 11 players here this evening. They do not have any subs. So the temperature right now on my right-hand side of the stadium reading 99 degrees. Earlier it was reading between 100 and 101. And these guys are going to have to play a full 90 minutes, at least for the Fort Worth Vaqueros this evening. And again, you know, just hoping no injuries here tonight, as Fort Worth is sporting, their yellow uniforms. Kind of a neon color, and that actually reminded me, it might help me this evening if I put my glasses on, being from 150 feet away from the broadcast, or from the pitch here this evening. And again, West Texas FC going with a little bit of a different 18 and a little bit of a different starting lineup as well. Nick Canina getting his first start for West Texas FC. He's appeared in a couple games before. Was a product of the Birmingham City U18 Academy. He was there when Englishman Jude Bellingham, most notably known for playing in Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. But Canina was training with him when he was in Birmingham City. And not to mention that Birmingham, England is Nick Canina's hometown. So he got to play academy football for his hometown club. Same thing with George Windsor from Hook, England. Was recruited to Reading FC Academy. I got to talk to him a little bit recently, and he mentioned not only did he have Reading going after him, but he also had Southampton, which was one of the most notable and high-quality producing academies in all of England, but he chose to play for his hometown academy, and he said if he could do it all over again, he would do the same thing. West Texas FC going to be attacking from left to right for the first half, and Fort Worth from right to left. In the attacking third for West Texas FC, about, I'd say, a third of it is currently covered by shade on this near side, the right side, closest to the broadcast booth. You normally see Ryan Nadeau or Luke McCormick making runs along this near side, so you know this shade could definitely play a factor as well. Other than that, aside from the light pole, there is no shade here in Astound Broadband Stadium, at least to start the first half. You know, as we go on, the temperature will go down, more shade will come. As getting us started is going to be the Fort Worth Vaqueros again. Might take me a minute to get the numbers down pat, as there have been 8 jersey switches since the most recent game, but it's going to be Dylan Cabrera, the forward, starting us off for Fort Worth. Head coach David Ormiston for West Texas FC. He's an assistant at St. Mary's University, and one of the players on Fort Worth actually goes to St. Mary's. It's one of his players. So he is on the other side of the bench of Avery Estelle. St. Mary's an NCAA D2 school, as Fort Worth plays one of the midfield. Clausen with time and space, just going to slow it down. I wonder if Fort Worth is going to employ a little bit of a slower game here, having to play 90 minutes with 11 guys as Kanina possesses, and they'll find McCormick. Fort Worth, a very physical team. A lot of guys have multiple yellow cards. Even a couple guys who are not here this evening do have a red card. Jacob Burkle, their goalie who has started 5 games, did get a red card against Lubbock, as did Ian Arense. As West Texas FC move up the pitch. Kind of just slowing it down as well. Actually, it was Avery Estelle who got the red card against Lubbock, so he is playing here this evening, but does have 1 red card on the season. Good clearance off the near line. That was Joseph Abraham. As it'll go for a West Texas FC throw, Ryan Nadeau going to go back to Kanina in the midfield. Windsor takes the space, swings the ball with the outside of his foot to Ethan Stevenson. Tied for the team leading goals with 5, along with Antoine Marquez, both in the starting 11 for West Texas FC here this evening. Kanina. Right foot to Nadeau into the shade. Gives the ball through. Good run, McCormick. Right foot gonna deflect it off of a Vaquero. And it'll go for a throw-in right near the flag. It's Casey Parrish on the ball. Colchester United product, U23 and U21, as it's Marquez. Gonna shimmy shake with it and go back to Vandermolen with a return pass to Marquez. West Texas FC gonna try the other side. Stevenson. As you see, Fort Worth is allowing a lot of space for West Texas FC. They're kind of collapsing within the front 25 yards here. They're not pressing that high, which allows West Texas FC to work the ball around. It's Windsor. Give in, go with Correa. Tries a ball into the box for Marquez. That one out of his reach. And Jordan Ott going to pick it up. you remember correctly, kind of a crazy start. Last time these two teams met, 4 goals in the span of the first 10 minutes of the game. It was 2-2 in Fort Worth before West Texas FC would have 2 second-half goals. Good slide tackle there from Dylan Cabrera. Looking to start forward for Fort Worth. Windsor loses his footing. Kind of hobbling there, might have twisted his ankle. As Aitken is going to go to Kanina. Windsor goes down. Took an awkward fall just outside of the midfield arc. Got up and started hobbling. That's George Windsor, yep. Hook England. Again, we mentioned Reading FC Academy. Also played 1 year for Flagler College, D2. Was the 2022 All-Southeast region for D2 CCA. 2022 PBC Freshman of the Year as well. Looks like he is going to stay in the game. Never want to see any injuries on either side. And especially today for Fort Worth, only having the 11 that are on the field right now. Kanina to Clausen. Can't miss Clausen on the pitch. 6'4" from Denmark. He's played as high as the 2nd division in Denmark for GVI and HIK back in 2018 and 2019 as well. So Olivier Correa, the captain, into the box, right foot, save made by Ott. For Fort Worth, especially the goalkeeper, who might face a lot of shots today. It's always good to build that confidence, make those initial couple saves, get you settled into the game. Jordan Ott just doing that. Throw in for West Texas FC. Stevenson going to go back into the midfield to Windsor. Kanina with space. Moves up, spins back, doesn't like what he sees. West Texas FC just going to recycle the ball as we enter the 6th minute of play. Kanina. Back for Clausen. Again, West Texas FC with this slow, methodical approach. They wear other teams down. And Fort Worth, you know, if West Texas FC hold the possession, a lot of times without the ball is going to be interesting as Vandermolen commits the foul there. West Texas FC, first foul of the game. It's going to be a free kick for the Vaqueros. Antoine Marquez, got to be careful. Already has a yellow card last game. And again, I have to clarify on the rules there, but if I'm not mistaken, yellow cards in back-to-back games results in a 1-game suspension. So 3 West Texas FC players on yellow cards. George Windsor, Ryan Nadeau, and Antoine Marquez, who are all in the starting 11 here this evening. But with a full 18, anticipate the West Texas FC squad to utilize their subs, keeps the legs fresh for this Saturday against the Lubbock Matadors. Final game of the season, El Dustico. Clausen finds Windsor, fakes the pass. West Texas FC, a great job all season. What a ball to Stevenson. Ethan Stevenson outside of the box has a man running in. That's Marquez. Stevenson to the right foot, into the middle. McCormick settles it, and it gets cleared out by the Vaqueros. Like to see a couple more guys in the box there. Marquez, the only one. And you had 4 defenders for Fort Worth. Good run by Stevenson, a good find as well in the midfield by Parrish. Stevenson fakes the cross. And going to just settle it back. Now Windsor. Try this near side. Ryan Nadeau to McCormick. Back to Nadeau. Ryan Nadeau into the middle. Correa offside. And Jordan Ott down on the play. Not really sure what happened there. And, well, Fort Worth doesn't really have an option. I mean, unless you go down to 10 men and one of your position players goes to goalie, but yeah, this is just a tough situation. Looks like Ott stands up. He's going to be all right. Jamie Orson pleading his case. Orson, one of the D1 players for this West Texas FC squad for Yale. Did have one goal in the previous season. That was against Harvard. Big matchup between Yale and Harvard, no matter what the sport is. This will be a goal kick here for Jordan Ott. First ball controlled by West Texas FC. A little bit of a misstep there for Nadeau. Vandermolen recovers defensively. That's Estelle on the ball. Gives it to Cabrera. Going to shake one out wide. Is now Fort Worth trying to slow the game down as well. Trying to hold possession. That pass intercepted by West Texas FC, who will take back control. Aitken, the top of his box. Last time these two teams met, obviously in Fort Worth, Alex Aitken taking a boot to the head in the 83rd minute of the game. Christian Secanina had to come on for the final 7+ stoppage, as it was an uncalled foul on Fort Worth there. They played on, but Aitken was forced to come out of the game just for precautionary reasons. Nadeau into the middle to Correa. Marquez, Correa, right foot just wide of the post. And it is going to be a, well, the linesman was saying corner kick. He's pointing to the flag, but the head official overrules. Says it is a goal kick, which I believe is the correct call. I do not believe Ott got a hold of that. 12th minute of the game. No score between these two teams. And again, the last time these two teams met, the score was already 2-2. Luke McCormick getting the game-winning goal against Fort Worth last time. Joseph Abraham playing one to Estelle. Now to the far side, Grimm. It's Landon Wisnant on the right foot, cross to the midfield line. And making a run there is a Vaquero, giving the thumbs up to his teammate, saying nice ball, but just ever so slightly in front of its intended target. Possession will change hands here. There's Clausen to Parrish. Back to Windsor. Casey Parrish plays D2 for Lake Erie College. 22 games played, started them all. What a run and what a ball. But Kanina just a little bit wide. McCormick making the run, unable to get there. Casey Parrish, 22 games played, 22 games started. Almost 2,000 minutes, 1846 to be exact. 1 goal on the year. Also played in the FA Youth Cup back in England, as Nadeau has it on the right foot. West Texas FC collapsing into the attacking third. Fort Worth overloading this near side. West Texas FC going to recycle, and go to the far side this time. There's Stevenson. Good standing tackle there from the Vaqueros. It's going to be a foul committed on Stevenson and a free kick for the visiting side. Ball gets played back to Ott. And Marquez threatening right there as a high press employed by West Texas FC. It's forcing Fort Worth to move the ball quickly. First ball, Kanina on it. He's going to head it out to the near touchline. Throw in for Fort Worth. I want to welcome in all the viewers, no matter where you're tuning in or which team you're rooting from. Thank you for choosing. Here is your entertainment destination for this evening. Estelle's ball just out of the reach of its intended target, but nice standing tackle from Cabrera. Been the best Vaquero here so far this evening. 14 minutes through, McCormick able to win it, pulled back, still gets position, still being pulled back. That's a foul. McCormick not happy that a card wasn't issued. West Texas FC going to play it quick. Again, Fort Worth, a very physical team. They rack up a lot of yellow cards. As Nadeau swings one in, far side, Stevenson on the right foot. Back out, Windsor long range, blocked by the wall of yellow. Not to be confused by the yellow wall of Borussia Dortmund. Oh, my buddy Daniel will appreciate that one. It's a big Borussia Dortmund guy. As McCormick on the right foot. It's a ball through. It's blocked once again by Estelle. Now Cabrera moves out. Nice move around Parrish, but the recovery from Vandermolen slows him down. Fort Worth going to try to get out of their own third. Kanina with time. You hear Clausen say time, time. The communication on the pitch, so underrated. Just telling your defensive partner who's got their back to the opposition that they have time can make a world of difference in what the next move is. Here's Windsor, crosses midfield. Parrish spins back. Windsor looks to find Marquez. Oh, a great clearance by the Vaqueros. Appeared to be Avery Estelle clearing that one out of the box and away from Marquez, who was looking for his 6th of the year. It's Casey Parrish. Near side Nadeau. Swarmed by Abraham, but gets around him. Ryan Nadeau feeds one to McCormick. To Parrish. Out wide, Stevenson tries to give a ball to Correa. As we want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Buff City Soap. Buff City Soap is a handmade and plant-based soap and scent product company with products ranging from soap bars, laundry soap, to candles. They have something for everyone. Be sure to swing by their booth tonight or by their store located in North Park Commons. And check out the custom West Texas FC bar soap. As I believe we are going to have a water break. Good on the officials and coaches for getting this in. Very hot out today, and with Fort Worth only having 11, I anticipate to see one probably every 15 minutes of the game. 15 minutes, 30, half, 60, 75, and then full time. It'll be able to give both the players and myself a rest, as we will be back in about 1 to 2 minutes. And yes, this will be added on to the stoppage time at the end. Once again, you're listening to West Texas FC and Fort Worth Vaqueros, courtesy of Film Hunter Media. right, welcome back here to Midland, Texas. Goal kick upcoming for the Fort Worth Vaqueros. Good crowd on hand despite the heat as well, as now the shade has shifted. Try saying that 3 times fast. As the visiting goalkeepers, as I pull the headset off of my ear, standing up. This is why I don't take water breaks. As the visiting goalkeeper is now in the shade, and I'd say about little over half of the 18-yard box for West Texas FC, where they're attacking, is in the shade now. And again, that will only increase as time goes on. Windsor, long ball to Stevenson, who stays onside. Sees a man making a run in the box. That's Marquez. Nadeau in the middle with space. Ryan Nadeau. It's blocked. Stevenson still on it. Settles with his right. Left foot fakes the cross. Makes the defender fall. Stevenson slowing it down. Finds Correa. Heavy first touch. Watched by a defender. Goes back to Parrish. Good ball there from Stevenson. Has another ball played in the box. McCormick tries one on goal. Blocked by the Vaqueros. And Jordan Ott easily able to play it. Jamie Orson there doing a nice job of boxing out McCormick to not allow him to the ball and allow his keeper some space and some time to get to that ball. It's one of the more underrated things you see, as Kanina gets whistled for a foul there. Free kick for Fort Worth around the 40-yard line, so near midfield. Oliver Hemlin taking that. One of the newer additions. This is just his 2nd game in a Fort Worth Vaqueros uniform from Tring, England. Previous experience. How about this? Luton Town, U18. Obviously, Luton Town being in the Premier League this past season. Oliver is going to be attending Cal Poly University, playing NCAA D1. Just another instance of how the NPSL, just a high-level semi-professional league consisting of tons of D1, D2, junior college. It's a mix, a melting pot, this West Texas FC team as well. Luke McCormick on his right foot, crosses midfield. It's Marquez making the run on the right foot. Crosses at Stevenson, cleared off the line. Great play there from David Surer. Cool little tidbit on Surer. His previous experience, 1015 FC. It's in the UPSL. The reason they have that name is based on a Bible verse, Romans 10:15. And their mission statement is to spread the word of God through soccer. It's a Frostbank corner kick here for West Texas FC. McCormick steps up, takes it, arcs it in, and Jordan Ott. A great aggressive play right there. Ball's played to the near touchline for Joseph Abraham. It's forward. Has a nice sliding tackle there to be a Fort Worth throw, excuse me. Joseph Abraham, one of the few players on this team. Got a couple of them. Play for Lubbock Christian University. Oh, that's a good ball into the midfield. Run is made to the far wing. Little trouble as Aitken is going to settle it down. He's got to play it quick and boots it out with the left foot. It'll be a Fort Worth throw. Joseph Abraham, one of the few people that plays for Lubbock Christian University, NCAA D2. Last season, 9 games played. No starts, 230 minutes, and a goal coming against South Dakota Mines. It's Casey Parrish. Plays one forward. And bumped from behind there was McCormick. Still maintains possession. As West Texas FC look to start to break out. Nadeau sees a man making a run. That's Marquez. Spins away from pressure and goes to Stevenson along the far touchline. I like what I'm seeing so far from West Texas FC. Even Fort Worth, though, they're defending really well. Not allowing many crosses into the box. Kanina with space. He's going to take it, and why not? Now to Nadeau. As Kanina falls back in formation. Windsor out wide. Vandermolen not making that run. Maybe a little miscommunication there. Allows Fort Worth to take possession at least momentarily. Windsor dribbles through a couple defenders. Plays the ball to Correa. Cleared out of there, but right back to a West Texas FC boot. McCormick. Near side, Nadeau trying to make a run along the outside of the box. Instead, McCormick goes back to Kanina. McCormick from Derby, England. Plays one to Marquez, settles it down. Tries to go to Vandermolen, picked off his foot. Good play from Oliver Hemlin. He's still on the ball. Stand-up tackle. Here comes Stevenson the other way. He's got men with him. And ball forward to McCormick, intercepted by Orson. McCormick not making that run toward the box. Cabrera keeps it under control. Fort Worth going to play it back. Fort Worth able to win that ball. Takes a Fort Worth bounce right there onto the boot of Edward Cabrera. Making a run, though, along the near side's Correa. 3-on-3, but Correa unable to get to the ball before it exits the field of play. Fort Worth now another throw. As we might have a cramp here on a Fort Worth player. I think that's David Surer, the midfielder. And again, no subs. So your options, if you're Fort Worth, is play on or play down to man. And I would assume that since Fort Worth only brought 11 players, the referee, at least with cramping and the heat, would be at least a little more lenient when it comes to some guys going down or, you know, needing to take a second for a cramp. And, you know, if West Texas FC were in the same spot, only dressed 11 players, I'd expect the same thing. You know, if the guys need to have a few seconds to breathe, regain their composure, absolutely. It's all about player safety. As Kanina is going to start it ahead to Nadeau. Fort Worth appearing to be in a 4-3-3 formation here this evening. It's Kanina. Ball out wide. The wind takes a hold of it right onto the chest of Stevenson, who gets taken down by Surer. That's going to be a foul on the Vaqueros. Nice little handshake between Surer and Stevenson. Taking the free kick here will be Windsor, who just plays it quickly to Parrish. Inside, Correa into the middle, and it's a goal! The captain, Olivier Correa. 1-0 West Texas FC in the 28th minute. We'll get the replay here for you guys. As is a quick touch, Windsor to Parrish, found Correa, sized up his defender, got a couple touches, got to the middle and picked the near post. Nice and low to the ground. Ali makes no mistake. That's his 5th goal of the season. Excuse me, 4th goal of the season. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the 5th one tonight for Correa. Scored an absolute screamer against CF10 Houston, top far side. And the 4-0 victory. That's, you know, the only clean sheet of the season, that Houston game for West Texas FC. Christian Sekanina in goal for that one. Now Kanina to McCormick as West Texas FC look to extend their lead. Ball a little far in front of Nadeau. But a turnover in the midfield. Finds George Windsor once again. Nadeau surveys. Plays the ball. Surer, Stevenson, and Ott all come together. And it's the goalkeeper for the Vaqueros. Here's Abraham. He's got some space. His pass too far in front of its intended target. It's a turnover. Correa moves ahead. Maybe looking for his fifth. The ball through. Marquez making a run to the outside. Correa playing the ball to the inside and Ott controls. Surer. Into the middle. That's Hemlin on the ball. Plays one to Estelle. Now to the midfield. Good ball. Onto the foot of Tyler Little. Nearly caught myself saying skate right there. My goodness. We're not playing hockey. See what happens when you call hockey for 3 years and then switch to soccer. Man, you'll say skate. You'll say into the ozone. You'll say forecheck. You'll say everything. George Windsor out wide. Again, not only will you see maybe the game slow down from Fort Worth, but you might even see it from West Texas FC as well, just to deal with this heat. Make sure you keep your legs alive and keep your breath, not get out of breath. It's Canina. Correa looking to make a run in the box. Windsor. Stevenson making the ball through, and he's going to get to that ball on the left foot. Ethan Stevenson plays one into the middle. Fantastic sliding block from David Surer. Despite being the recipient of Olivier Correa going around him, Surer defensively has been magnificent tonight. 31st minute of play. It's Fort Worth look for the equalizer. It's played back to the goalie. Now ahead. Fort Worth going to try the far side this time. Haven't seen that too many times, but winning the race to the ball is Jasper Vandermolen. Canina in midfield. Back to Clausen. Plays it out wide. Little far in front of Stevenson. Surer still allowing his goalkeeper to get to that ball on the inside of the box. Just trying to shield Stevenson off, who was looking to capitalize there. Nonetheless, Fort Worth are able to get it out. Nice goal kick there from Jordan Ott to play it down deep of the field. It's Parrish once again on the ball. To Canina. Good crowd on hand despite the heat here at Sound Broadband Stadium. We knew West Texas FC fans, no matter what the conditions are, no matter how late the start is, and they show out. Even at that 10:30 start last Saturday, we probably had upwards of over 200 people still here in the stadium. So West Texas FC have done a good job with the crowds. Most notable crowd obviously being the home opener against Austin United. Reached a little over 1,000 people here in the stadium. As Correa to Stevenson. Marquez making the run. He would have been offside, though, if the ball was played to him. West Texas FC maintain possession and start the attack again. Correa to Parrish. Oh, what a give and go. Correa into the box! And the rebound is batted in for a goal! Antoine Marquez, his 6th of the season. Celebration in the corner. It's 2-0, West Texas FC. We'll get the replay here booted up for you. Passing display was magnificent right there. Boom, boom, boom to the touch. Olivier Correa into the box, danced around a couple defenders, got the shot away. Good save from Ott, but into the open net. Apia, his 6th of the season. Now that leads the team solely. We'll see if we get another water break here as we've gotten past the 30th minute. And we are going to have another water break. So it will be every 15 minutes. And even though I yanked my headset off last water break, we're going to take a break as well. We'll be back in about a minute or two. West Texas FC 2, Fort Worth 0.
Turnkey Storage, the official storage facility of West Texas FC. Drive your vehicle inside, out of the weather to access your climate-controlled storage units. Visit us at turnkeystorage.com.
Welcome back inside of Sound Broadband Stadium. Antoine Marquez getting his 6th of the season, leads the team to make it 2-0 West Texas FC. And with that water break, so we don't actually get the official announcement being so high up. This is a football stadium, as in American football. Holds 18,000, so we don't get, neither does our PA announcer, how much stoppage time there's. What a run and what a ball. We'll get back to that in a minute. Cabrera just bats it out, unable to make a play, but a fantastic ball and a fantastic run right there. As I was saying, we don't get the official stoppage time announcement, so we estimate it up here. So we are anticipating, barring any more goals or, cramps, probably about 5 minutes of stoppage time in this first half with the 2 water breaks, goalie being down for a little bit, and George Windsor cramping up along with David Surr as well. As Fort Worth's going to get the ball in a dangerous spot here. They'll decide to play it out wide. Probably the smart play. Just maintain possession as Orson moves forward, gets around his man. Plays a left foot over. Onto the boot of Grimm. Now it's out wide. Good dribble there. It's played into the attacking third. Fort Worth threatening. Left foot, Aitken with a triple T fence big save. The first one of the contest here tonight. And I'm sure as a goalie, it's good to get that first save as well, as you haven't seen a ton of action. But getting that initial save is huge. As what a run. And the ball just played a little bit on the outside as Marquez. Is Orson going to be shown a yellow? I believe. Orson going to be shown a yellow here for, I would assume, a flop. Because Marquez and Orson were battling for that ball. And Orson thought he got hit in the mouth. I'm not saying he didn't. Again, we're far up. I can't see. But, if you say the right combination of words to the ref and or flop, that could present a yellow card, and we saw the yellow card come out to Jamie Orson. Now Jordan Ott is down again. The trainer being called out. This is not good for Fort Worth whatsoever. As we will put that yellow card in our little stat sheet here. So that's 18 at the 39th minute. Now again, what happens if Odd is unable to continue? I've never been a part of a game like that to where there are only 11 people. Then again, I've only called, what, probably, how many have we called here? This is 4, so 5 soccer games in my life. So, you know, it's a little bit different than hockey. In hockey, you are always required to travel. If your backup goalie is injured or unavailable, you're always required to travel with an emergency backup goaltender, an E-bug, as it's abbreviated to, which I called a game this year in which there was a goalie fight. Ivan Zhigalov, 7th round draft pick of the Colorado Avalanche back in 2022, fought Andy Vlaha of the New Mexico Ice Wolves. And yeah, there's a video out there, and it's not my. Don't listen to my call, because I just let loose. I did not have a voice for the rest of the game. I was so excited. But then the backup goaltender came in, or goalkeeper, goaltender, whatever you want to call it. Aries Karanji, one of a good friends of mine, as he ended up playing the rest of the year with the Jackalopes. As it appears, well, how about this? Jordan Ott's coming out of the game. Is Christian Sekanina going to have... Wait, no, that can't be. There's no way. I mean, if I'm the ref here, and if it's like a cramp or he's like overheating, just pause the game for a couple minutes. I don't think anyone would have a problem in that. But David Ormiston getting an explanation here. Sekanina's up. I really... oh. This is... Now Sekanina sits back down. Okay, that dispels those rumors. I mean, it wouldn't even be fair to Fort Worth if a West Texas FC goalkeeper had to go in. I mean, that's not right. But I think the official's doing is giving Jordan a couple minutes just to rest, just to, you know, I mean, if you're an official in this situation, you just have to be as lenient as you can. And he's taking the goalie gloves off. Is Jamie Orson going to be a goalie? Jamie Orson, a defender, is going to play goal. Guys, I'm telling you, whenever I'm in the broadcast booth, the wackiest stuff happens. We are going to have a defender play goalie. That means Fort Worth is playing 10 men. Oh, my goodness. And that's what I was worried about. When Jamie Orson, when I was talking to him, trying to get pronunciations, he had told me, it said, oh, yeah, we only have 11 men today. I went, oh, my goodness, in this heat? You know, what about injuries? What about, like, you know, if people get overheated? I mean, that's just not, it's not safe. And, I mean, you got to feel for the Fort Worth players. The 11 that are out here on the field, I mean, deserve pats on the back, applauses, kudos. I mean, that is, I mean, to have to now play 10 men with a defender in goal, I mean, that is, it's remarkable. I mean, again, shout out to the Vaqueros for giving their all still this game. I mean, they're trying. I'm sure Vaqueros fans are, you know, they're proud as well that these men have come out here to Midland, Texas in this heat, represented them with their jersey, and they're still playing their hearts out. I mean, if you're a Vaqueros fan, you've got to be proud. So it is, so, okay. Ott is laying down. They're bringing extra bottles of water over. And Orson is getting a warm-up as a goalie, which is fair, absolutely. Now, see, in all technicality, maybe in the second half, Ott could rejoin the game because this is technically not a substitution because there are no substitutes. So I believe this is just, heat exhaustion, overheating for Jordan Ott, at least, as he's being tended to here. And Jordan Ott, 6'5". I mean, he's a tall dude. And a D3 goalkeeper, Sunny Cortland, 22 games played. Started them all. 16 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses on the season. 0.83 goals against. 18 goals allowed on 86 shots. He had 10 clean sheets. And he even had an assist as a goalkeeper versus Ithaca College. Went to Southwest Christian High School, holds the school record for single-season saves and shutouts. He's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year and a state champion archery. Not soccer, but archery. Also named first-team All-League and All-State in high school as he's going to rejoin his feet. Good to see him back on his feet. Got real worried there for a second as the West Texas FC faithful applaud. And so now it's going to be interesting, like, what's the ruling here? Orson was given a yellow card, but Ott picked up the ball. So will it be a free kick at the spot of Orson's, foul, or will it be a goal kick? If I had to guess, it'd be a goal kick for Fort Worth. As the players rejoin, we're already into stoppage time, so that took about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So if I had to guess, we're going to be playing about 10 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. And now we're back to discussing what needs to be done here. The referee has the ball in the box. Are we getting a penalty kick? It's placed down. Oh, it's a spot kick in the box. Wacky stuff in the broadcast booth, guys. I've seen this in MLS once or twice, and in the Premier League, a spot kick in the box. All the Vaqueros, look at this wall. I mean, play the ball out wide. Look at Ryan. Look at Antoine. Look at Antoine right there. You play that ball to him. That might be in the back of the net. McCormick's touch. Moving in off the bar from George Windsor. Oh, boy. I don't know. Might have put extra on that call if Georgie boy got it in the back of the net there. My goodness. Okay, so we have about 10 more minutes to play in the half, even though it says 47th minute. And again, not much we could do as Jamie Orson here on the goal kick. If you're just joining us, Jordan Ott, the goalkeeper for the Vaqueros, had to come out of the game. We believe heat exhaustion, but we are not sure, and obviously don't want to speculate. So Fort Worth, which they've brought no substitutions, only brought the starting 11, are playing 10 men on the pitch with 1 goalkeeper, so they're a man down. And since that was not technically a substitution, we do believe Ott will be eligible to rejoin in the second half if he is able. Kudos to the ref, though, for pausing the game, taking the right steps, and allowing the proper personnel to take care of these guys as the ball gets played through. Ethan Stevenson outside of the box. He's got space into the middle, cleared off the line. Great clearance there from Landon Wisnat. It's Clausen. He's going to boot one back to the midfield. A run being made forward, being held, though, there is Casey Parrish looking for the call, but not getting one, is Michael Grimm. We have a whistle here. Halftime. Well, we thought about 10 minutes of stoppage time. Instead, we got 3. And again, that could just be safety of the players. Not making them play in these conditions, longer than they need to. So we are going to take our halftime break. Officials convening. Both coaches are going to come over. Well, let's see what this is about. The Vaqueros coach is going over. Scotty Murray now going to go back to the bench. As a couple of tests are being performed on Jordan Ott on the bench. I know the PA announcer next door has a radio, and the radio is actively being used. So we will do our best to provide more information as it comes along. But right now, West Texas FC 2, Fort Worth Vaqueros 0. We will take a break real quick. Be back in about 5 to 7 minutes for the halftime report. And then the start of the second half. Once again, you're listening to West Texas FC, Fort Worth Vaqueros, courtesy of Film Hunter Media. Welcome back inside Astound Broadband Stadium. We do have an update on Jordan Ott. Little bit more serious than we thought. So earlier in the game when he went down originally, when there was a ball in the 6-yard box, and Ethan Stevenson, again, incidentally, made contact with the head of Jordan Ott. He stayed in the game, obviously, when Ott was down for a minute, but elected to stay in the game. And then elected that he could not continue later in the game. And as he was coming to the sideline, as he was off the sideline already in front of the bench, he actually collapsed. And he is, as far as I know, in concussion protocol, not allowed to return. The medical personnel here, quick to act, had their hands on his chest, or had their hands on his chest, excuse me, to begin CPR, but it was never begun. He did regain consciousness before CPR was having to be performed. So as far as we know, he did not fully stop breathing. He is okay. He is alert. And he is sitting up and okay next to the coach of the Vaqueros. But very scary scenes here at Astound Broadband Stadium. We're obviously glad that he's okay and hope that this is nothing serious and that this is just precautionary. And so it does appear Fort Worth will be playing the rest of the game with 10 men and Jamie Orson as the goalkeeper for the Vaqueros. As far as we know, we are still playing the second half, excuse me. We have not been told differently. We will keep you updated, though, as we continue. But let's go over the first half between West Texas FC and the Fort Worth Vaqueros. And it started off a little slower than in Fort Worth, where there were 4 goals in the span of 10 minutes. But it was West Texas FC getting the scoring started, as Olivier Correa was able to find the back of the net first. The captain getting his 4th of the season, as we see the replay here off of a free kick, a quick start. Again, a very tongue twister right there. Not a great choice of words, as Correa gets around Sur and finds it in the bottom left corner. And then West Texas FC would get the second goal as well, the insurance goal, as we see the beautiful passing display here between these two teams. An amazing save from Jordan Ott initially, and then Antoine Marquez pounding it into the back of the net to make it 2-0 in favor of West Texas FC. Those 2 goals scored in a span of 5 minutes for West Texas FC, and 2-0 is where we stand. Now, if you go back to one of Fort Worth's previous games against, well, let's see here, I believe it was Lubbock. Let me just verify here. It was against the Lubbock Matadors. They were down to 10 men because of a red card to Avery Estelle. And Jacob Burkle also received a red card, so Jordan Ott had to come into the game. They scored the game-tying goal in the 90th minute. Francisco Jaramillo scoring that goal for Fort Worth. So again, they do have experience playing with 10 men. It's just a little bit difficult now when you have a defender as a keeper. But we're not going to say impossible, because stranger things have happened. And in the second half, West Texas FC will be attacking from right to left. The Fort Worth Vaqueros from left to right. We are going to take one more break before the start of the second half. We've got about 5 minutes. Keep it here. You're listening to West Texas FC versus Fort Worth Vaqueros, courtesy of Film Hunter Media.
West Texas FC fans, tonight is University Night. We're excited to host UT, formerly invasive students, faculty, staff, and alumni at our game this evening. Families with a household income of $100,000 or less a year have their tuition and mandatory fees covered. Explore your future at UTPB. Visit utpb.edu for more information. Go Falcons!
Welcome back inside us down Broadband Stadium. We do have an update as well now on Jordan Ott. We do have an ambulance here as Jordan Ott has been helped back down to the ground. Medical personnel tending to him right now. I mean, this is just tough to watch. You never, ever want to see anyone hurt on either team as the ambulance, well, we're going to get it on camera here, I believe, is over by the home side locker room. Stretcher is out as they are wheeling it toward the field. And again, as we get updates on his condition, we will update you as well, as I know there are, you know, parents, family, fans, staff of the team that are going to be worried. And we will do our best here to keep you updated. Kareem Williams from West Texas FC going over to check on him and then make sure he's okay. As Ethan Stevenson comes over, shakes his hand. So I did see a hand raise from Jordan now, which means he is conscious. I mean, not only do you fear this traveling 11 men, you just fear this in general. Goalkeepers, obviously one of the positions that put themselves most at risk throughout a game, whether it's getting a corner and trying to be aggressive and snag it out of the air, leaping up into the air as we see the stretcher coming out, or playing a 50-50 ball like he did with Ethan Stevenson. Ethan having a conversation with Jordan, again, making sure he's okay. I mean, I can't even imagine what Ethan's feeling like. So we might have a delay to start the second half here. The officials coming out. And you know, we in various sports, we've seen it in the NHL where a player has a severe injury that causes them to lose consciousness, whether it be on the bench or on the ice, and the teams don't even continue the game. One of them that comes to mind, Dallas Stars' Rich Peverly, when he collapsed on the Dallas Stars bench due to his heart condition that forced him to retire early, and they didn't continue the game. I don't know if that will be a conversation here that we have. Obviously, you think about the Vaqueros mentally, like seeing their teammate, and you know, these guys bond over these couple of months. They become family. To see one of their own down like that, I mean, I can tell you what, I wouldn't be able to continue the game. There's no way. My mind would solely be on the well-being of my teammate. Coach Ormiston over on the Fort Worth side as well. Taking a look. As we'll see if we have any substitutions for West Texas FC. Kareem Williams with his jersey off, anticipating he might come into the game here. As we see a couple of the Vaqueros over by Jordan Ott. It's taken 5 to 6 guys just to lift him. Oh. As West Texas FC faithful here rise to their feet. And again, scary scenes here. As Jordan Ott going to be escorted to a local hospital here. I've only lived in Midland for 10 months. And I believe MCH would be the nearest hospital down the road here in Midland. And West Texas FC going to start this half off. Antoine Marquez going to be on the ball. Kareem Williams coming into the game, and Jamie Orson will be in goal. Trying to see if I can see who's subbed off for West Texas. As I have been unable to spot it just yet. Might be Jasper Vandermolen, who has come off for West Texas FC. It is. So Jasper Vandermolen going to be resting for the rest of the night. And Kareem Williams coming on for the home side. As I believe the assistant coach for the Fort Worth Vaqueros has gone with Jordan Ott in the ambulance, as there's only now one person here on the bench for the Vaqueros. And if I knew names, I would most definitely relay that information to you, as it'll be for a Fort Worth throw in here along the near side in the defending third. David Surer. Tosses it forward. Windsor able to head it toward the middle. Parrish, little touch. Great play there by the Vaqueros, trying to win a foul, but no contact. As Windsor plays one to Marquez, to Williams off of his head. Just a little bit too far in front of him. As the Vaqueros take control in the midfield. Clausen, what a touch that is to win the ball and play it to George Windsor. Played the ball over his head with a high rising right foot. Was able to flick it back. As Kanina into the middle for McCormick. Left foot, Correa trying to make the run. And Correa just a half second too late. Didn't want to make the run and run out of gas. As Kanina has it in the midfield. Casey Parrish. Clausen ahead to Correa. Has it on his left foot. Marquez is in the middle on the run. Olivier Correa, top of the box. Gonna fire one, and that's blocked by Joseph Abraham. Foul committed on West Texas. Or foul committed by West Texas, I should say. It's gonna be a free kick for the Vaqueros. And again, if you're West Texas FC, does the strategy become just fire toward the net? As, you know, Jamie Orson, typically a defender. Now, defenders, again, they're your next best option when you don't have a goalie. We saw last week George Windsor make a clearance off the line against the Denton Diablos, save a goal. Expect Jamie Orson to be a solid, you know, option back there. Plays D1, as we mentioned, for Yale. He's playing one forward. It's going to be Avery Estelle. He'll back it up to Jamie Orson. Now back into the middle, Estelle. Again, Avery Estelle plays for St. Mary's University as we have a turnover here. Marquez with McCormick going into the box. The cross was blocked by the Vaqueros. But Avery Estelle plays for St. Mary's University. That's the team that West Texas FC head coach David Ormiston is an assistant coach at. It's one of his own players. Kareem Williams on the throw here. Has Windsor. Play one in the middle, Parrish. Here's McCormick. Heavy first touch, turned over to the Vaqueros as they look to start it out the pass. Nutmegs his own player. Stevenson, outside foot into the box. Nobody making the run for West Texas FC. It'll be a easy scoop up from Jamie Orson. Kareem Williams. Parrish. Tanay dribbles around a defender. Kareem Williams making a run along the left side. He's got it. Oh, just misses on the left foot. Unable to keep it in. Good run from Williams and a good pass from Nadeau. They would have connected right there. Kareem had a good opportunity for his second of the season. Some fantastic goal-scoring depth on this team for West Texas FC. 6 goals this season for Antoine Marquez. 5 goals for Ethan Stevenson. 4 goals for Olivier Correa. 3 for Vander Rocha. I mean, you just have scoring up and down the lineup, which I'm sure eases the mind of head coach David Ormiston. If one of your star players has an off night, you have other people to pick it up. Marquez, again, heavy touch on the left foot right there, or else he would have been in. Good stand-up tackle by Nadeau. It's played out wide. McCormick on the right foot with space. Crosses it in, tries to shoot it himself. It goes off the outside of the post. And again, you just fire it toward the net. He could have snuck it. Top near corner. Surer fakes the right boot, gets around Correa. I'll go back to Orson. Into the midfield. Good first touch, Kanina. Nice tackle, Correa with space. He's in! And it's a goal for the captain, Correa. 3-0 West Texas FC. Correa's second of the game and his 5th of the season in the 51st minute. As the air horns and the noisemakers out here heavy this evening. Again, as we mentioned, fantastic crowd here this evening. At least, if I had to guess, probably over 400 to 500 people showing out tonight for West Texas FC's penultimate home regular season game. So we rejoin the play. Orson, I think, did get a piece of that as well. Ball gets played in the midfield. Surer making a run on the right side. Now moves one ahead. Windsor able to clear it. To retrieve the ball here. Sir gonna throw it in. Finds his man. Again, cleared by George Windsor. Sir trying to find Jorge Romero on that play. As now Cabrera with an opportunity. Gets around Parrish, gets taken down. That's a foul. It's going to be a free kick here for the Vaqueros just outside of the box. It's going to be a really good opportunity here for Fort Worth. Jorge Romero played college back in 2014-15 for Dallas College Mountain View. That was his senior season. So he's been out of college for 9 years now. Romero, I believe, 31 years of age. Four-man wall for West Texas FC. Strike on! Blocked by Correa. That one off the boot. Michael Grimm. Oliver Hemlin taken down. Williams going to be whistled. Another free kick on the outside of the box. Again, West Texas FC just have to be careful here not to commit fouls. Because even if you're down to 10 men for the Vaqueros and one goalie who's a defender, all it takes is one goal to spark life back into the game. Taking this one's going to be Hemlin. Takes a few steps back. He's going to swing one in. Headed away to the outside of the box, far side. Racing to keep it in the Vaqueros, and they will. Trying to dribble through. There was a Vaquero. Picked off McCormick. Nice ball. Ahead to Correa. The race is on against Sir. And that's going to be Orson. That's going to win that race. Williams able to win that ball back to Windsor in the midfield to McCormick. He's got space, and that's dangerous. Luke McCormick. He's played for Nottingham Forest U18. Played with Arvin Apia, who now plays for UD Almeria in the La Liga. Windsor to Parrish. What a ball. Casey Parrish. Ball into the middle. The strike is on. What a save from Orson, but it was offside. Flag goes up. I mentioned a defender would be your next best option. What a save from Jamie Orson. Not that, again, not that it would have mattered or counted if it went in because he was offside, but still, it's promising to see that. Substitution being made here for West Texas FC. Ethan Stevenson coming off. And none other than number 11, celebrating his birthday yesterday, Liam Core, coming onto the pitch in the 55th minute. Liam, the only Irish player on this team. Regis University, NCAA D2, 16 games played, 14 games started, 1,200 minutes, 1 goal, 3 assists. That goal coming at MSU Denver. Played for Glenavon FC, U20, the parent club. Plays in the NIFL Premiership, the Northern Ireland Football League. Probably said Glenavon wrong. Probably Glenavon? Glenavon? I'll have to ask him. By Saturday, we'll know how to pronounce that one. David Sir, along the near side, unable to get around Kareem Williams. Fantastic defense from Kareem. And so solid all year as he's come off the bench a couple of times and started a couple of games. Quick throw in. Correa. Blocked out of there by the Vaqueros. And it's flicked back. What a flick right there as Orson is able to scoop it up. Calmly possess. Again, at game time, temperature was at 101, but now the sun is setting. Almost the entire pitch is shaded, if not the entire pitch, as the sun is down. And it says we are now reading down to 96. I'm sure the feels like temperature is lower. Sir with a great run. Kareem Williams able to backtrack, though. Would have been 3-on-2 there for the Vaqueros. That's Romero. Watched by Windsor. Good spin moved by Romero. Into the middle, Cabrera. Windsor watched him along with Clausen. Kind of flopped on that one right there. Not going to get the call from the official. Played into the middle. Another flop right there. And that's not going to be a foul on West Texas FC, who starts the other way. Correa. Olivier Correa. Nice touch making the run the far side is McCormick. They're going to go to Marquez. Antoine Marquez to the right foot. Off the bar. Yeah. Be all right. Play on as well. Luke McCormick also had an opportunity while we were down. And McCormick's ball went far post. And I believe, man, Fort Worth is taking another man off. So at least for the time being, it is going to be 9 men for the Vaqueros. Not the way you want to end your season whatsoever. You have, well, hold on here. I'm only counting 8 plus, oh, 8 plus Orson. That's right. Oh, so you're down to 9 men total. As Williams gets it out of play. So 8 men plus the goalie. 9 men total. Again, we wish the best to the Vaqueros, who are shorthanded here. Correa into the middle. Now to McCormick on the right foot. Finds Correa and loses the ball. Counterattack here for the Vaqueros. The injured Vaquero on that play was Avery Estelle. That's head coach Ormiston's guy at St. Mary's. David Surer out wide. And nobody in that space as Windsor's going to take it for West Texas to Marquez. Outside of the box. It's going to be a Frostbank corner kick here in the 62nd minute. And now if you're Fort Worth, in my opinion, the only thing I can think of is, I mean, let's get this game over with so we have no more injuries, nothing like that. Jake McConnery going to slide into the game. McConnery coming into the game here as we had an opportunity. We'll see who comes out. Appears to be Fred Clausen. '63rd minute of play. So Clausen and Vandermolen come out of the game. And we're going to have a water break for both the teams. Again, Fort Worth down to 8 men and the goalie, so 9 men in total. And West Texas FC utilizing their substitutions. We'll see if any more are made after this water break. Obviously, normal starters that are already off, Jasper Vandermolen and Fred Clausen, and starting on the bench tonight, who normally starts, is Shuntaro Endo. Other than that, pretty similar lineup. The only one that's not in the 18 that normally is would be Diamario Adamson. As we resume play. Good to see good sportsmanship still being displayed between these two teams, excuse me. It's Antoine Marquez shaking the hand of a couple of Vaqueros, giving them a pat on the back. Again, some recent additions for this Vaqueros squad bolsters their play, like Oliver Hemlin. Only just his second game, but Luton Town U18 product. Going to Cal Poly. Jamie Orson, obviously, 6th game of the year, currently in goal. Plays for Yale University, D1. Kareem Williams settles down that ball. It's going to be a foul there on Kareem, as he's hobbling after that challenge. He's going to run it out. Looks like Kareem will be all right. See who else slots in for West Texas FC. Good tackle by Correa and Williams as Correa tries to play one out wide. That one intercepted. Again, the numbers game just coming to be too much for the Vaqueros as it's played into the middle. Marquez, left foot over the bar. And when you have numbers like that, maybe a cross or stopping and allowing one of your guys to make a run, be more effective there, but nonetheless, not a bad idea to take a shot when a defender's in net. Now in the midfield, we have a foul on the Vaqueros. Resulting in a free kick now for West Texas FC. I'm sure they'll play the ball quick, and they will. Kanina to Parrish. Out wide, Luke McCormick. Far side, Liam Core. Step over. Tries to go to the left foot. A beautiful slide tackle. Textbook right there from Joseph Abraham. As the Vaqueros played in the midfield. 3 West Texas FC players swarm them. Orson trying to keep it in. He'll keep it in along the far touchline. Abraham. Picked off by Nadeau to McCormick. On the right foot, spin move. Good pass. And taking it back is Casey Parrish. Nadeau. Right side. Into the middle. Good block there by David Sir. Windsor. Top of the box. McCormick. Right foot. Liam Core. Save with the legs made by Jamie Orson. It almost squeaked through, but Orson able to make the save. Nadeau settles it down. Dribbles into the middle. Plays one to Correa. Good touch. Onto the left foot. Olivier Correa blocked. Now it's Nadeau. Pops one into the air. Tries to battle for possession. It's cleared by the Vaqueros. Windsor with space. Look at him go. George Windsor. To the left side, Marquez. Outside of the box. Kareem Williams going to make a cross with the left foot. And it's cleared off the line for a Frostbank corner kick. Joseph Abraham getting that one off the line for Fort Worth. 68th minute, a Frostbank corner kick coming up. Luke McCormick to take it. And if you load the box, I mean, you might have the numbers advantage if you're West Texas FC. That's Fort Worth only able to have 8 plus the goalie. McCormick swings it. Orson tries to punch it, and he does. Windsor with Core making a run to his left. Windsor on goal. Save by Orson. That's Georgie Boy's second shot toward the net. You know he wants one. He wants one so bad. this past season. George playing in the Isthmian League South Central Division for Hartley Whitney FC, excuse me. 33 games played, 31 starts, 2 goals. As Windsor plays it back to Kanina. Across to McConnery. Good to see Jake McConnery back in action here for West Texas FC. Played last year at Eastern Illinois University. Played the U19 Bundesliga, excuse me. Man, I really can't speak here in the second half. Had trials with Watford and Ipswich Town as Orson is able to gobble that one up. McConnery hails from St. Catharines, Ontario. Look at this run to the outside. 1-on-2, the Vaqueros. Nice little step over into the box. Right foot! And that deflects off of Kanina. They're going to say that's a corner kick. What a run by Cabrera. Almost had a shot on net right there. McConnery transferring to St. Joseph's University next season. Also played 2 years MLS next. Then West Texas FC going to use the numbers advantage here. Load more guys into the box. Alex Aitken gets himself ready. 70th minute, corner kick for Fort Worth. A little too much on it as McCormick is going to watch it be played out wide and gets around the defender. He's got some space. 3-on-2 for West Texas FC. McCormick with Correa. Marquez out wide. McCormick plays one across. It's left ahead, now 5 men for the shot on goal! And it's in for West Texas FC. It's Casey Parrish with the goal. It's got to feel good for Casey. First goal of the season, 71st minute. 4-0. West Texas FC. I know Casey's going to watch this back and probably be a little sad I didn't put a little extra on that goal call. After all, he is my tennis doubles partner. We have a substitution being made. Alan Martinez coming in the game, local product. The captain, Olivier Correa, coming out. Fantastic game from Ali, as always. Just leads by example here at West Texas FC. And Alan Martinez going to get a minimum of 19 minutes here this evening. See if he can get his first goal in front of his home crowd. Had a prime scoring chance in the 4-0 win against CF10 Houston. Just missed the post by about 3 to 4 inches. As Fort Worth going to try a quick start. It's played out wide to Cabrera. Controls. And a nice tackle. McConnery able to win that ball. But Cabrera wins it right back. That's going to be a free kick as the foul was called on Cabrera. Try to do a quick throw in and send his man forward for an opportunity. McConnery settles it down. Kanina. Oh, here's Marquez making the run through. Kareem Williams, he's got Liam Core cutting toward the net. Williams taken down. That'll be a yellow card here on the Vaqueros. That's a dangerous tackle. And Williams is down. And he clipped him pretty good. That was, see who that was. Had the wrong number originally. Don't know if that was Tyler Little or the guilty party. Might have been Romero. Williams back up to his feet and able to continue. It's going to be McCormick on the set piece. Near side. The outside of the box. Probably about 25 yards out. Probably swing this to the back post. See if we can get a header in. McCormick. Going to touch one in the middle. Connery tipped, and it's in for goal! Might have been Liam Core. We'll get the official announcement here. It is Liam Core. Not me. Mixing up Jake McConnery with Liam Core. McConnery 6'2". Liam Core 5'8". Man, I messed that one up big time. 5-0 West Texas FC. As happy late birthday, Liam. A nice little birthday present as he came into my job yesterday. Got himself a smoothie and a flatbread for his birthday. West Texas FC in control here. We will update you on the other games here, which probably have gone final. As ball gets played out wide, Martinez unable to make that run. Let's see if we have a final for the Lubbock Matadors. Again, a draw or a loss eliminates them from the playoffs. We do not have a final there yet. We'll go to the Lubbock Matadors YouTube page. We will also take a look as we get a ball played into the middle. Fort Worth able to get to that. So they make the run out wide, far side. And the... Oh, did we just get... The Lubbock Matadors currently winning 1-0, keeping their playoff hopes alive as of right now. We will update you as we go. And that would put Denton in a really tough spot. This is their last game of the season. They'd be stuck on 17 points. We'll keep you up to date. So that's Parrish on the run. Right side. Play to the outside of the box. Into the middle. Blocked. Right back to its man. Nadeau. McCormick. Nadeau. Tries to give and go. McCormick, a right foot. Big save. Orson. George Windsor on the ball. Marquez. Into the middle. Kareem Williams off the bar. He had the whole right side of the goal open. And tried to go top bins. And Kareem denied by the crossbar. We will take a look at the Laredo Brownsville game as well, as we're going to have another water break here. But it is 1-0 in favor of the Lubbock Matadors. And currently it is 1-0 in favor of the Laredo Heat over FC Brownsville. Well, that would shake up the standings dramatically if these results hold. As we would have, well, let's go to the standings real quick. Laredo would move to 19 points along with West Texas FC. And Lubbock would move into 4th place. West Texas FC would move into 1st place with a Brownsville loss and a Denton loss this evening. So if these results hold, we would in all technicality be tied with the Laredo Heat, but we are currently above them in goal differential. Wow, ain't this interesting? With 1 game to go. But that would mean all 5 teams are still alive in this playoff race as well. Now, something drastic would have to happen, but it would still be the Lubbock Matadors on the outside looking in. If all these results hold, West Texas FC and Laredo would be on 19 points with 1 game to go. Brownsville and Denton on 17. Denton would have their games completed, so they'd be stuck on 17. Lubbock would need a minimum of a draw in order to get into the playoffs here on Saturday, and then it would go down to the tiebreaker. Oh, boy, ain't this exciting. Takeaway here in the attacking third, McCormick. Nice little step over. Gets the ball out to Nadeau. Ryan Nadeau. Rounded defender. What a slide tackle. Joseph Abraham, that's his 2nd or 3rd quality slide tackle of the night. Just fantastic play from number 3 in yellow. As it's Parrish, a little bit heavy on the touch. A little pass was far in front of him as well, as Windsor has to recover defensively here. Fort Worth trying to go the other way. Kanina able to knock it free. Here's Nadeau. To The outside McCormick. Alan Martinez trying to make a run for it as well. It's Nadeau. Long range. In and out of the hands of Orson. As on the prowl there, I believe, was Liam Core. Hey, I got it right this time. Looking for the second chance opportunity. We'll see here if any more subs are made. We're in the 79th minute. 5-0 West Texas FC. We're going to get a big goal kick here. On the ground, turned over. Save Orson. Another little top spin goal kick there. Liam Core hands to his head. He didn't get enough to chip it over. As he's still, oh, he's laboring here. Hold on. Liam Core, a little slow at the top of the box. Not what we want to see either. It's Parrish. Plays one to Core. Liam Core already with a goal tonight. Give and go. Outside of the boot. Cleared by the Vaqueros. And that will be a Frostbank corner kick for West Texas FC in the 80th. Oh, Liam. He's jumping around. Something's bothering him. Ryan Nadeau into the box. Knocked down. It's still loose. Off the goalie for a corner kick. That was Liam Core making that play. Another corner kick presented by Frostbank. Luke McCormick swings it in. Knocked down, still loose. And it's in for a goal by West Texas FC. And it's called back. Just kidding. Womp womp. Do I know what was... if I had to guess, I mean, with all that scramble, probably a handball. If I had to guess. As the offside flag was down. Windsor wins the ball back. Nice little touch. George. Left foot blocked. Goes to Kareem Williams. Kareem. Outside swinging delivery. That one headed out by the Vaqueros who start the counterattack. Got 3 men up. And it's taken away by Casey Parrish. That numbers game is just too much. As we have a sub being prepared by West Texas FC. It's the hometown kid making his West Texas FC debut. Zachariah Leva. Outside of the box. Swung in the header. And the boot missed by West Texas. Liam Core. Kareem Williams unable to get contact on that. The Vaqueros. Right boot into the midfield. First ball won by West Texas FC. Played forward to McCormick. Taken down. It's going to be a foul there on the Vaqueros. Free kick coming for the home side. McCormick. Well, we're going to have in a substitution. Zachariah Leva coming into the game, slotting out, I believe, is going to be Ryan Nadeau. As I hear the Leva family here this evening. Coming in, Midland High School. Going to West Texas A&M University next season. McCormick! Punched out of there by Orson. Another Frostbank corner kick. It's Ryan Nadeau, as we mentioned, coming out in the 82nd. Autograph alley after the game. McCormick going to swing this one in as well. McCormick, the delivery. The header over the bar from George Windsor. Yeah. I see the blonde hair, and then that's how I know it's George. Especially since Fred's not in the game and Steve-O's not in the game. That's definitely a good trick. Thank you, Melissa, for telling me to just pay attention to the hair. But then again, I did confuse Jake and Liam, so I guess it's selective. This will be a throw-in here for West Texas FC, and again, 7 minutes plus stoppage. Fort Worth is going to finish the season. No draws, or no wins, 2 draws, 8 losses on the year. Next season, Obviously things to look forward to for them. A fresh start and see, I think, get some wins piled up and try and get them piled up early, get some momentum. Teams are comprised differently every single year, so you always have another shot. Foul on West Texas. Fort Worth for the free kick. Strong right boot from Surer. First touch to the Vaqueros. Second ball played to the touchline. Throw in. Fort Worth. Far side. Good ball played out wide. Opportunity here for Fort Worth. Trying to size up McConnery. Good ball played. Now into the middle. Cleared out of there. Good opportunity for the Vaqueros to try and get one on the board. McCormick, 4-on-4 up the pitch. Luke McCormick sidesteps a defender. Good touch. Luke McCormick. Orson with the save. And you see the Vaqueros, hands on their knees, absolutely exhausted. But they're going to continue playing. It's all about the love and passion for this sport for these guys. As Abraham, left foot, tries to send a man forward. That went out of his reach. Windsor's going to control. You want to talk about playing for the badge on your jersey? That's exactly what Fort Worth is doing here. Offside was Liam Core. But yeah, definitely a massive round of applause to the Vaqueros. Doing fantastic. Windsor taken down. Advantage played. Now to Nick Canina. Played back to McConnery. Out wide, Martinez. Makes the run. Alan Martinez into the middle. Luke McCormick. Tried to play one to Liam Core. That's off his boot. Fort Worth the counterattack. They've got 4 men up. Canina watches his man carefully. Good tackle as Casey Parrish held back on that play. Quick ball. Liam Core. Long range. Wide of the post on the far side. Go for a goal kick here. See if any more subs come in for West Texas FC. Still on the bench. Shuntaro Endo. Don't expect him to come in, though. That's actually it besides Sekanina. So I'm sure this will be the squad that'll finish out the game here. Don't want to waste Shuntaro's legs. Keep them fresh for Saturday's game. And obviously Sekanina not going to come into tonight's contest, barring anything crazy again. Liam Core. McCormick. Blocked by the defender and kept in. But right onto the boot of Marquez, who fires one in a beautiful kick save. Kick save and a beauty by Jamie Orson. Parrish in the corner. Able to keep it in. Goal kick for the Vaqueros. 87th minute, now 88th. As West Texas FC look to match their season high in goals with 6. One more needed here. The only difference would be a +6 goal differential if they score rather than a +3, where it was a 6-3 victory last time out against Denton. Run is made by Kareem Williams. Beautiful pass from Core. Kareem into the box. Far side. Off the post. Rebound is blocked. And I believe, oh man, that was Alan Martinez. That was Alan, the hometown kid, trying to get the goal there and struck the post. Oh my goodness. Currently, West Texas FC sitting at a +8 goal differential. Now it'll be +13, which would be the best in the conference. Luke McCormick, Windsor to his near side. McCormick into the box. Plays one. Liam Core out wide. The shot goes over the bar. As you know what? I was wrong. Shuntaro Endo is now into the game. Casey Parrish is off. Does have a goal tonight. Does Casey. So 88th minute substitution. Endo comes in. Parrish comes out. And that is the last substitution for West Texas FC. As Leva. Core. Left foot. That one wide and over the bar. Maybe Leva will get an opportunity here in the last minute or two. You know, even though there were some stoppages throughout the game, I wonder if for the sake of Fort Worth and playing in the heat and the amount of cardio they've had today and the players going hands to their knees, if they just call it at 90. I mean, we'll see what the official's decision is here. He looks at the linesman in the fourth. If that is the case, we have 20 seconds remaining in the game. As Windsor controls, he's going to play it back to Kanina. Now to Windsor. So I believe the official might call it exactly at 90. George Windsor to McCormick. Tries to go out wide. 90th minute. We're still going. That's Martinez into the middle. Shot comes in and a goal for West Texas FC. Antoine Marquez in the 90th minute as the lights keep a strobing here at a Sound Broadband Stadium. Apia's second of the game. That is back-to-back 2-goal games for Antoine Marquez. 6 goals on the season. Nope, that's not right. 7 goals on the season. Fort Worth trying to move one forward. We are going to play stoppage. Fort Worth taken down on the tackle. No call as Windsor got the ball on that. Here's McCormick moving up as West Texas trying to make it 7. It's played out wide. Liam Core blocked. That was actually not Liam Core. It's been a day, guys. It's been a day. As Leva. Now to Windsor. Endo. Into the middle. Pass picked out by the Vaqueros. Knocked down by Leva. It's won by West Texas FC. McCormick dances around, gets taken down. No call. And Coach Ormiston not happy about that. So we have a convening of the minds. Kareem Williams gets pushed from behind. It's going to be a yellow card on Kareem. Still receiving some shoves as well. And should be a yellow card as well on the Vaqueros here for the pushes. Coach Ormiston was not happy. Luke McCormick, the recipient of a tackle that, I mean, pretty obvious that was a foul, was not called. And then a foul was called as teams hug it out. But Kareem into the book in the 93rd. McCormick still letting the official have it. I mean, it was a tackle, and it was a foul. It just wasn't called. The West Texas FC bench, when that tackle happened on McCormick, kind of jumped up. Was not happy. Advantage played here on another tackle delivered on a West Texas FC player. Ball played through. Luke McCormick wide to the post. So we enter the 94th minute. It's going to be a goal kick Jamie Orson. Coach Ormiston said, press high. You see him put his hand out, say, stop there, right at the 18-yard box. Orson, the goal kick. Windsor battles for possession. He's able to get the ball forward to Endo. Now to Kareem. Ball played through. Antoine Marquez. Across. McCormick, the volley. Hits his man out in front. Offside is West Texas FC. That'll be a goal kick. Is the game being called? Yellow card on Nadeau. That's yellow cards in back-to-back games. Now for Ryan Nadeau. And so, you know, we'll get a rules clarification, but Ryan Nadeau now might not be available Saturday against Lubbock. As West Texas FC, once again, takes it away. And taken down there was Leva. And the full-time whistle. 6-0, your final here between West Texas FC and the Fort Worth Vaqueros. We're going to stay on for the post-game show here as the handshakes exchanged. And we will know more Saturday as if Ryan Nadeau will be able to participate in receiving yellow cards in back-to-back games. Well, it was West Texas FC. A fantastic game here this evening. We'll get the highlights for you here in just 1 minute. But the 3 points, well, let's take a look at the other games first. Right now, the Lubbock Matadors up 1-0 on Denton still in the 81st minute. And the Laredo Heat, let me refresh their stream real quick. It says it's live, but I know it's not. 69th minute, Laredo 1-0 on Brownsville. So, again, those results hold. West Texas FC will be in first place. Let's take a look at the highlights now for tonight's contest between West Texas FC and the Fort Worth Vaqueros, as it was Olivier Correa getting this goal, getting the scoring started for West Texas FC. Got a quick play here on the free kick. It's Windsor playing one to Parrish, and Casey Parrish finds the captain, who picks his spot, bottom corner, 1-0. West Texas FC. And then just 5 minutes later, Apia getting his first of the night here this evening and his 6th of the season. As we see a nice, beautiful passing play here. Give and go between these players. Correa dances through, gets one on goal. Good save made by Jordan Ott. And Marquez into the back of the net, 2-0. We'll see if we have the other replays queued up as well. The third goal of the game scored by Olivier Correa as well. We have a chance here as Luke McCormick shot that one wide. See if this is the goal here. As we have Correa here shooting one on goal and getting in the back of the net. Again, that's Correa's 2nd of the game. That's 5th of the season. Then Casey Parrish getting in on the goal scoring for West Texas FC. We'll see if we have that here for you. Might not have all the replays. As Marquez stepped over. That was the crossbar shot there. And then our stream kind of cut out for a minute or two. But we updated you. We were good. So we see another opportunity here for West Texas FC. Ball gets played to Marquez. And that one over the bar as well. Well, there was after the Casey Parrish goal. So we might not have gotten Casey's goal here for West Texas FC. That's all right. We got Liam Core with the next goal. Oh, actually, oh, we will have Casey's goal. Just kidding. High-tech technology. I tell you what, I could never learn it. As the ball got played into the middle, Casey Parrish into the back of the net. His first of the season. Scored 1 goal for Lake Erie College last season in NCAA D2. And Casey and Jamie Orson trying to grab the ball from Casey. And Casey's not letting that one go, I'll tell you that one. We had a set piece here as the ball got played to Liam Core and took a deflection and into the back of the net. Late birthday present for the man they so lovingly call Wee Man. As Marquez got the 6th goal of the game for West Texas FC. It was his 2nd and 7th of the season. As ball got played to the middle here, Marquez, boom! The 90th minute was able to make it 6-0 in favor of West Texas FC. We want to thank you all for watching the broadcast here this evening. We'll be back on Saturday, just 3 days from now, for the Lubbock Matadors versus West Texas FC. That could very well determine not only who makes the playoffs, but it will also determine who wins first place. Which, if West Texas FC are able to get a win and hold the goal differential, we will be able to be first place. Can the announcers please get an update from the trainer for the concerned fans? Tracy, if you are still here, let me see if I can get an update. Obviously, shoot a comment, Tracy, if you are still here. And we will do our best to get an update here. Give us just 1 second. All right, so we just asked our operations people. There is no update on Jordan Ott's condition. Again, he was evaluated for concussion, collapsed on the sideline, did regain consciousness, but was helped back to the ground before the start of the second half, and then was stretchered away in an ambulance. That is as far as we currently know. But we will, again, update you, maybe even via our social media pages, or please reach out to the staff of the Fort Worth Vaqueros, coaching staff or front office staff, ownership groups. And again, we will do our best as well to provide an update too. Once again, thank you for watching. 6-0 West Texas FC victorious here this evening.